my check, I rent on my bag, I did what I did, yeah. Renting my check, I rent on my bag, I did what I did, yeah. And how good they judge me, oh. But they don't
setting Dylan Gabriel up. Take the biggest L out of
Look how far I came, dog. I ain't had no guidance. I just did my thing, dog. I just went my hardest. And I'ma go hard regardless. Yeah, I'ma go hard regardless. Yeah. Renting my check, I rent on my bag, I did what I did. Yeah. Renting my check, I rent on my bag, I did what I did. Yeah. And how good they judge me, oh. But they don't know. Look at what I did, look at what I started. Look how far I came, dog. I ain't had no guidance. I just did my thing, dog. I just went my hardest. And I'ma go hard regardless. Yeah, I'ma go hard regardless. Yeah. Renting my check, I rent on my bag, I did what I did. Yeah. Renting my check, I rent on my bag, I did what I did. Yeah. And how good they judge me, oh. But they don't know.
Setting Dylan Gabriel up. Take the biggest L out of
Look how far I came, dog. I ain't had no guidance. I just did my thing, dog. I just went my hardest. And I'ma go hard regardless. Yeah, I'ma go hard regardless. Yeah. Renting my check, I rent on my bag, I did what I did. Yeah. Renting my check, I rent on my bag, I did what I did. Yeah. And how good they judge me, oh. But they don't know. Look at what I did, look at what I started. Look how far I came, dog. I ain't had no guidance. I just did my thing, dog. I just went my hardest. And I'ma go hard regardless. Yeah, I'ma go hard regardless. Yeah. Renting my check, I rent on my bag, I did what I did. Yeah. Renting my check, I rent on my bag, I did what I did. Yeah. And how good they judge me, oh. But they don't know.
Setting Dylan Gabriel up. Take the biggest L out of
Look how far I came, dog. I ain't had no guidance. I just did my thing, dog. I just went my hardest. And I'ma go hard regardless. Yeah, I'ma go hard regardless. Yeah. Renting my check, I rent on my bag, I did what I did. Yeah. Renting my check, I rent on my bag, I did what I did. Yeah. And how good they judge me, oh. But they don't know. Look at what I did, look at what I started. Look how far I came, dog. I ain't had no guidance. I just did my thing, dog. I just went my hardest. And I'ma go hard regardless. Yeah, I'ma go hard regardless. Yeah. Renting my check, I rent on my bag, I did what I did. Yeah. Renting my check, I rent on my bag, I did what I did. Yeah. And how good they judge me, oh. But they don't know.
Setting Dylan Gabriel up. Take the biggest L out of
Look how far I came, dog. I ain't had no guidance. I just did my thing, dog. I just went my hardest. And I'ma go hard regardless. Yeah, I'ma go hard regardless. Yeah. Renting my check, I rent on my bag, I did what I did. Yeah. Renting my check, I rent on my bag, I did what I did. Yeah. And how good they judge me, oh. But they don't know. Look at what I did. Look at what I started. Look how far I came, dog. I ain't had no guidance. I just did my thing, dog. I just went my hardest. And I'ma go hard regardless. Yeah, I'ma go hard regardless. Yeah. Renting my check, I rent on my bag, I did what I did. Yeah. Renting my check, I rent on my bag, I did what I did. Yeah. And how good they judge me, oh. But they
They're
don't
setting Dylan Gabriel up to take the biggest L out of
Look how far I came, dog. I ain't had no guidance. I just did my thing, dog. I just went my hardest. And I'ma go hard regardless. Yeah, I'ma go hard regardless. Yeah. Renting my check, I rent on my bag, I did what I did. Yeah. Renting my check, I rent on my bag, I did what I did. Yeah. And how good they judge me, oh. But they don't know. Look at what I did. Look at what I started. Look how far I came, dog. I ain't had no guidance. I just did my thing, dog. I just went my hardest. And I'ma go hard regardless. Yeah, I'ma go hard regardless. Yeah. Renting my check, I rent on my bag, I did what I did. Yeah. Renting my check, I rent on my bag, I did what I did. Yeah. And how good they judge me, oh. But they
They're
don't.
setting Dylan Gabriel up to take the biggest L out of
Look how far I came, dog. I ain't had no guidance. I just did my thing, dog. I just went my hardest. And I'ma go hard regardless. Yeah, I'ma go hard regardless. Yeah. Renting my check, I rent on my bag, I did what I did. Yeah. Renting my check, I rent on my bag, I did what I did. Yeah. And how good they judge me, oh. But they don't know.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. What is going on, everybody? Let's get this down. Let's get this down. What's going on, everybody? How y'all feeling today? How y'all feeling today on this Memorial Day Monday? Hopefully y'all have enjoyed y'all extended weekend. Let's make sure my sound check is good so I can put this up. All right, sound check is good. Let me turn this off so I'm not distracted. There we go. Focus. Lock in. Lock in. Lock in. Yes, hopefully y'all enjoyed this 3-day Memorial Day weekend. Shout out to everybody who was in the military and helped protect this country, defend this country, and make sure that we can have our rights and liberties and live the lives that we live. So thank you, everybody, for your service. Special thank you to the military vets who are no longer with us. We appreciate your sacrifice. and we thank you so much. We got a good stream today. It's going to be a pretty chill stream, y'all. Pretty chill stream. I had some homework over the weekend to listen to Michael Jackson Thriller. I got the work done. I listened to it. I listened to Michael Jackson Thriller. I was surprised. I actually knew more songs on there than I remembered. Just off the top of my head, I couldn't remember much, but Mike was in love. Mike was in love on that thing. So we're going to talk a little bit about Thriller. We're going to do something fun with that. Then we're going to get to Kenny Atkinson and the stuff that he said. And I just got to be honest. I don't like it. I don't like it, y'all. I don't like what Kenny Atkinson said. He is reminding me, he's giving me Kevin Stefanski 2.0 vibes. Definitely Kevin Stefanski 2.0 vibes. We're going to get to that. Then we're going to get to Bucky, did a couple interviews. We're just going to highlight portions of his interview with Mr. Organic. Shout out to the crew on Patreon for dropping that in the group chat on Patreon and just kind of getting it on my radar. Shout out to y'all. Then we're going to get to Debo and Joe. Sometimes I believe people look at Shedeur Sanders supporters as if they don't understand football and they don't understand language. And I think people have to be careful with how they just lump everybody together or categorize a large group of people because they might hear twos and fews explaining something one way. So we're going to get to Debo and Joe. Then we're going to have our main event topic, which is going to be Unc and Ocho, who are accusing the Todd Father of trolling. And I don't know how they came to that conclusion, but we're going to look at it. Then we're going to look at the actual message, the question, and what he said, and then we're going to determine if he was trolling or not. Because to me, I don't know how they got trolling out of it, but we're going to look at it. We're going to try to figure it out. So hopefully y'all are ready for a great stream. Also, if you follow me on social media, OffThaRecordDee on all platforms. So Threads, IG, X, TikTok, YouTube. I am working on putting out a lot more content. And when you think content, don't always just think videos. Some of the things I put out might be a meme that I've created. I'm really going to start promoting hashtag New Cleveland merch. Also, the Todd Father merch, the Muck Around and Find Out merch, the legacy Off the Record D merch. So you will be seeing a lot. I'm going to increase my output on posting on social media. We're trying to grow this thing the right way. So just be looking forward. And shout out to everybody for the reposts. Shout out to everybody for the shares. Shout out to everybody for the likes. I see each and every one of you. And I appreciate y'all so much. Just wanted to let y'all know more is in store. We got more on the way. Hopefully y'all ready for it. All right, let's get this thing started. I got two chats that's kind of throwing me off. So let me take one of these down. I don't need to see all this. Let me do this real quick. Otherwise, my focus will be all over the place. It'll be all over the place. All right, we ain't going to do that. Let's greet everybody coming in on this special Memorial Day edition of Eliminate the Gray. This is not going to be a 3-hour stream. I'll warn you, maybe around 2 hours because y'all know I like to talk. So we'll probably stick around for 2 hours on our day. Then I got to get the cooking, y'all. I got some ribs marinating, so I gotta get to it. I gotta get to it once we wrap this thing up. But let's greet everybody. Shout out to Selmo for the first one in the box. Good morning.
Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woo, woo. Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woo, woo. Here we go, Brownies.
Good morning, D. Salute to the nation's heroes that are gone. Salute to those that are still here. Thank you to everyone who has protected us. Thank you to the ones who are no longer here, made the ultimate sacrifice. Thank you to the ones who are still here protecting us, our rights and liberties. Thank you. Latika, good morning.
I don't think he went to school.
Or Tika, I should say.
nowhere. If he went to school school, he didn't learn nothing.
He didn't learn nothing. I like it. Donnie King's tapping in from the Netherlands. What up, D in chat? What's going on, Donnie King? What's going on? Jimi Hendrix in the building. Good morning and welcome to another day in paradise. Good morning, Jimi Hendrix. Good morning. Good morning, Dana. What's going on? Thank you for your support. Thank you for your support on Patreon. I appreciate you. Good morning, Dana. Zadric, my dog, what's going on? I followed the Yellow Brick Road leading to Diana Ross. Shout out to you for that answer last night. I appreciate you in the Patreon chat.
Cole, you stupid.
Let's go this one.
Nah, that ain't it, y'all.
Nah, that ain't it, y'all. What's going on, Zadric? Hopefully you're doing well today. Evar, Soccer Fact. What's going on, Evar? Blessings all. Yes, Cedric. Thankful for the soldiers that made sacrifices defending our country. Today, we honor our fallen soldiers. I agree with that. I definitely agree with that sentiment. Thank you. Thank you to everybody who made that sacrifice and still continue to make sacrifices for us. CO7-111. Good morning, all. Whoops. Chat's running. Good morning, all. Hope everyone is doing great. Hope you're doing great as well, CO7-111. Laurie, what's going on? Replay gang. Good morning. Happy Memorial Day. And to those who served and serving. Yes. Airborne Infantry in the house. 2nd Infantry Division, 1975. Thank you. Thank you for your service, Jimi Hendrix. What's up? Happy holiday, D and my people.
We do not care.
What's going on, Ivy League Mac? What's going on? Zedric said, I couldn't even bother watching that nightcap clip. I'm only watching it for a short portion. I just couldn't believe that was the conclusion they came to. I was like, this is surprising. This is surprising. All right. Yeah, Laurie, I gotta take it. I gotta take it to the next level. Got to turn it up a notch. Got to get way more active. Working on some things to push this thing to a different level. So I appreciate you. I appreciate all your support. Thank you, Laurie. Thank you. Art Jizzle, good morning, chat room and Off the Record D. Art Jizzle, what's going on? What is going on? I don't know why people care about what a sports reporter has to say. They did not play the sport. They did not know the business. They're as useful as udders on a bull. We do not care.
We do not care.
I think it's just something. I think it's just something to bounce points off of. So that's all I think it is. Just something. I don't take it personal or nothing. I'm more surprised that they end up coming to these conclusions than anything. I just look and say, how did you come up with that? That's the part I don't get. Everybody gonna be sick. Oh man, Art Jizzle, you got to relax. Hey man, I had my ribs marinating since yesterday. They gonna be good. Then I'm gonna do some potatoes. I'm gonna do some corn. Not corn. I'm lying about corn. I'm gonna do some potatoes. I got some carrots. I've been on this kick with really eating like roasted potatoes and roasted carrots. That combination, season them up. I don't know. I've been going at that. That's what I've been doing. So I'm gonna do that with my ribs. Yeah. Hey, we throwing down over here, man. You know what I gotta do? I gotta order me an Off the Record D chef's apron. You know what I'm saying? I gotta step my game up. Because when I feel like cooking, I get it down. I get down in the kitchen when I feel like it. It's amazing what limps, pods, and ESPN go to make a big deal out of most minimal things the Browns do. It shows they tell their staff daily. Any news on Shedeur the Browns? Yes, Shedeur sneezed. For real. That's everybody needs a Shedeur story. And I blame the producers for not giving enough information. Because I know the producers are putting people in bad spots. they just throwing alley-oops for us for content that we can react to. So It's crazy. It is crazy. Tool Man, what's going on? Good morning, Tool Man. How you feeling, man? How you feeling? Ivy League Mac, he is smoking his ribs right now as we speak. My dad, he likes to smoke. He has a couple smokers. He is more of a smoker where, man, he got the time and the patience. Me, I'm doing you funny, Art Jizzle. I'm doing my ribs. We had a lot of rain, so definitely not outside on the grill. I'm doing my ribs. I'm gonna do an oven and then I'm gonna broil. That's the combination I'm doing because I ain't dealing with the weather because it's been raining like crazy for 2 days and I'm not gonna set up a grill and then be out there in the rain. I ain't doing that. Hey, the weather won. The weather won. Off the record D apron, love it. Yeah, gotta give me one. Fish seasoning don't go on the ribs. What you mean? You don't put Old Bay on your ribs? No, I'm just I'm joking. Hey y'all, these are jokes. I'm not putting no Old Bay on my ribs. These are jokes. These are jokes. Live gratefully. Good morning, fam. Good morning, live gratefully. Good morning. Yeah, my first choice is to grill, but hey, we had too much rain for that. But I'm like, man, I still have a taste for ribs, so I'm gonna do my thing. All right, y'all, let's get this thing started. Let's go. Hey, weather 1,000 and oh, they never lose. Never lost. Like LeVar Ball, never lost. All right, let's get this thing started, y'all. Let's get some motivation. Got some good motivation. I can always go to ET for the motivation. Where you at, ET? Where you at? Here we go. We can always go to ET. Let's go, ET. Talk to him.
Giving you permission to be great. I'm giving you permission to be everything you were called to be, to do everything that you're capable of doing, to have everything you're supposed to have. Listen to me, you have to be careful when you hang around average people. All they're going to do is tell you what they can't do, and that's okay that they can't do it, but that has absolutely nothing to do with us. We can go from being homeless and high school dropouts to having PhDs, writing books, and becoming the voice of a generation. We can do whatever we believe we can do, and we don't need anybody's permission to do it but ours. You are brilliant. You are special. Yes, you're different, and yes, you're not doing it the traditional route, but greatness is upon you. You got to keep going. And the 12 years to get the 4-year degree turned into a master's degree. And the master's degree turned into a PhD. God, I can't believe it. I went from being a high school dropout, from being homeless, living in abandoned buildings, to eating out of trash cans, to Dr. Eric Thomas, to writing 6 books. God, are you hearing what I'm saying? Today, stop playing small and start playing big because I am.
Y'all know I can always go to ET. Shout out to Eric Thomas. Shout out to his name on YouTube is ET the Hip Hop Preacher. You got to stop thinking small. You got to think big and give yourself permission to be great. Give yourself permission to pursue what you want to pursue. Give yourself permission to start what you want to start. And I'll tell you all a secret what I do with. When I have ideas, when I have dreams, it was a point in my life where I would share my dreams, ideas, what I was pursuing, what I was trying to do with a lot of people. And unfortunately, a lot of people's experience in life will determine how they view what you should pursue and what you shouldn't. If a person has had struggles with entrepreneurship, starting a business, going out there, they're going to put a lot of that on you. And it's not, I don't believe these people are doing this because they're coming from a bad place. I believe they're just explaining to you their experience. So what I learned to do is just start doing it. Just start doing it and just start making stuff happen. And then the people who catch on and see it, they'll see it. The ones who don't, they don't. And it's okay. And it's okay. So definitely, you don't need permission. Go out there, pursue it, chase your dreams. And, it's going to be hard, but still show up every day and put in that work. Shout out to ET. Can always go for ET. ET always got something good for us. ET always got something good for us. My St. Louis roots coming out, making spaghetti with my ribs, my NYC people. Like, what in the world? Yeah, that's spaghetti and ribs. I don't know about that. I'll tell y'all something about me and spaghetti. Growing up, you know, like families used to get together a lot more. A lot more family used to get together. And, you know, whenever you having a get together, or, you know, it's a fight, or it's a big sporting event, or it's a holiday, man, somebody always making spaghetti. To the point where when I got to maybe 12 or 13 years old, I'm like, I've ate enough spaghetti for my entire life. My whole life. I had enough. So me, man, I'm not the biggest spaghetti person. I had more than enough spaghetti. That's the thing I'm definitely skipping. And there's no diss to people who make good spaghetti, but I'm dipping. I'm skipping the spaghetti. I'm skipping it. I had enough for my whole life by about 13. So I'm like, I'm cool on spaghetti. Old boy still using Larry's. Hey, used to put Larry's on everything. I grill all year round. If you got, do you have like some type of enclosement, or something where you're enclosed so you're not out in the elements, or you grill in the elements and it don't matter? You grill in the elements and it don't matter. Cause I'm over that. I'm over outside in cold and all that stuff. I'm over. Dr. Clyde Marshall, morning. Roasted potatoes are delicious, zero grease like French fries. I do not eat pork. That's why I still have an 8-pack at 68. Shedeur, this Bernie Kosar, I threw 6 interceptions against Michigan. Yeah, the interception is going to happen. I don't think it's the end of the world. And shout out to you with the 8-pack. Man, I'm just trying to hold on to my 4-pack. I'm trying to hold on to 4, and I got to breathe. Shout out to you, Dr. Clyde Marshall. Shout out to you. I grill my burgers, chicken, sausage, smoke my ribs. Yeah, I haven't hit the grill as much. It's been way too hot down here in North Carolina the last couple of years to really hit the grill like I used to. We switched it up this year and did some brisket. Yeah, my dad, he likes doing brisket as well. Anything you can smoke, he's a big smoker. He's a big smoking meat guy. Facts, don't hold yourself back. Yeah, don't hold yourself back. Don't limit yourself. Don't let anybody box you in. I don't like when people try to box me in. That's something I push back on right away. Love a good brisket. Love a brisket, but it takes time. Yeah, brisket, you got to be patient. You got to be patient with it. Very patient. Derek Spinner, good morning. Good morning, D in chat. Happy Memorial Day. What's going on, Derek Spinner? Zed, the thing about a good brisket is the bark. That's a fact. You got to season that thing up really, really, really nice. Really nice. Don't go light on the season on the outside of that thing. You can't do it. You can't do it. It really does, but I love it. Yeah, brisket is good when cooked properly. Spaghetti and ribs, it's a St. Louis thing. Yeah, I got to let y'all have that. Speaking my language, we doing burgers and potato salad on my side. Okay. Enjoy. We be seeing your plates. Tika. We see them plates. All right, let's keep it pushing. Y'all. So, it was so many quotes, so many MJ quotes, so many MJ quotes the other day. So I want to do something. I got a question. I want y'all in the chat to drop your 3 favorite Thriller songs. Your top 3. Drop your top 3 songs off of Thriller. We're going to talk a little bit, and then I'm going to tell y'all what my top 3 are. Actually, I couldn't pick 3, so I ended up picking 4. But drop y'all top 3. Top 3 songs off of Thriller. Drop your top 3 songs off of Thriller. Drop them, y'all. Drop them for me. Let's see where we at. We're here. Shout out to Laurie with the Flow State gift. I appreciate you. I got to figure out how to work this thing.
My God! Wow! I got money.
Shout out to Laurie. Sent the Flow State for 200 jewels. I appreciate you. Thank you, Laurie. Thank you. I got to figure out how to work the gifts. I got to figure out how to work the gifts. We had like a tutorial during the one stream where I was going through it, but thank you so much, Laurie. Thank you for all your support. Thank you. You really pushed me to start posting more on X. I would say a combination of Laurie, Zedric, Selmo Fudd. Just y'all really pushed me to really start using X more. So shout out to y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Let's see if I can. Let's see if it'll let me show it. I don't think it. All right, it's not catching it. Okay. Thank you, Laurie. All right, so what we got? We got Human Nature, Baby Be Mine, and Billie Jean. Okay. Lady in My Life, Billie Jean, and Thriller. MJ was in love, y'all. MJ was in love on this thing. He was in love. Beat It, The Girl Is Mine, and Human Nature. My bad. Human Nature, Lady in My Life, and The Girl Is Mine. Okay. Talk to me. So far, it seems like Human Nature is a hit. Human Nature is a hit. That's the one everybody. I'm noticing everybody's hitting it. That, and then second, I would say Lady in My Life. Or Jizzle. You see how quick you get to 4? It's only 9 songs on there. You get to 4 like that. I couldn't pick 3. I could not pick 3. I couldn't. I could have picked 3. So y'all seeing, I'm showing y'all the songs right now. I be skipping Girl Is Mine sometimes. Girl Is Mine, Human Nature, PYT. Okay. Really close to what I got going on, Ivy League Mac. Really close to what I got going on. All right, so y'all can see it. These are the songs. Y'all know the songs. Want to Be Starting Something, of course. Mama Say, Mama Sa, Mama Sa. That's the part at the end. MJ said that for about a minute and a half. That's the part I really like on there. All right, Beat It, Thriller, Baby Be Mine. Okay. All right. The Girl Is Mine, Thriller, Beat It, Billie Jean, Human Nature, PYT, The Lady in My Life. All right, y'all ready? I got to tell y'all. Let's see. Where's it at? Did I lose it? Let me see. There we go. All right, so I got to tell y'all, I could not come up with 3. I couldn't do it, y'all. At the end, my shoulders get going. Yeah, when I'm telling you, on Want to Be Starting Something? Hey, at the end, Mama Say, Mama Sa, Mama Sa. Hey, everybody remember that. It's burned in. Everybody remember it. See, it's hard because PYT or Want to Be Starting Something easily could be top 3. I agree. Want to Be Starting Something is a banger. So these are mine. Actually, I'm gonna type them in the chat. I'm gonna type my 3. Actually, I got 4. I'm gonna type them in the chat so y'all can see them, and then we're gonna talk about them. All right. So number one. This is what I got, y'all. Number 1. Number 2. Number 3. Actually, I gotta tie at 3. I could not come up with only 3. I couldn't do it. So I got 2 number 3s, y'all. Work with me. I got 2 number 3s. All right, so here go mine. I just dropped mine in the chat. I got number 1, I got PYT. I got number 2, I got Beat It. Number 3, I got Billie Jean. And then tied for number 3, I got Human Nature. I couldn't pick 3, y'all. I could not pick 3. Buenos dias, D in chat. Brent, what's going on? How you feeling, man? How you feeling today? I couldn't only pick 3, y'all. I couldn't do it. I was trying. I was really trying, and I'm like, I can't do it. It was too tough. I couldn't pick between Billie Jean and Human Nature. I couldn't pick between it. I was stuck. I said, forget it. We going both. We going both. Could not pick. Jimi Hendrix. I have 1. Phil Upchurch. Don't know you. Hold on. Let me write that down. Let me write that down. Yeah, this was a fun exercise that I did. Just listening to it as an adult, listening to Michael Jackson as an adult is totally different, y'all. It's totally different. Because as a kid, I'm just listening to it. I'm listening to the beats. I know the chorus and all those things. But as an adult, you hear it totally different. As an adult, I knew what the message was and everything. I was like, oh, this is different. Mike was in love. He was in love. All right, let's see. Yeah, I like PYT. That makes me think of being at my grandma's house. She lived deep in the country of South Carolina. Yeah, I think PYT is the one I kind of remember the most hearing it. I just remember the most feelings hearing that song. So that's why that was my number one. The way you make me feel, you knock me off of my feet, girl. I ain't gonna sing. I'm not gonna do no bad singing. Rock with you and remember the time. I wanna rock with you all night. And you, of course, I know remember the time. That's the beauty of music. It always triggers wonderful memories. I agree with that. I think they have a documentary on the making of the Thriller album. It was a lot of big time people who helped produce that album. I gotta check that out. I gotta check that out. Priya Rose, good morning. I made it in time for the live show. What's going on, Priya? What's going on? Good morning. Welcome in. Yeah, PYT definitely number one. That's my number one. That's my list, y'all. Shout out to y'all for the homework. This is something cool. We might have to bring this back, especially during the summer months. If it's a throwback album, and I'm like, hey, I don't really know it like that. We could do this again because I thought this was cool. I thought this was a cool thing to do, just listening to the music as an adult versus hearing it as a child. So this was a cool thing. So shout out to y'all. Shout out to Black Pearl. Shout out to Shednithia if y'all catch the replay of this, because y'all definitely were hitting me with the Michael Jackson quotes, and I was lost. I think Shednithia, after listening to it, I think she was quoting Human Nature. So shout out to them. This was a good thing. I appreciate y'all. Supposedly, Diana Ross broke up Michael Jackson and Stephanie Mills. Man, Mike was in love on this album. He was in love. Rock with You is every cookout, and it's still a good dance song. Yes. Yes, it is. Let's see. Brent says Team Joe Jackson. I got to get time, and I want to actually go see the movie, because I was listening to something from E.T., but I stopped listening to it because it seemed like he was about to spoil the movie. But he was also saying he's Team Joe Jackson. So I got to watch the movie, Brett, because E.T. was also saying that. And then I was like, all right, I got to cut it off because he was about to start talking about it, and I didn't want to spoil it. Stephanie Mills used to perform The Wiz on Broadway. Took her spot for the movie. Stephanie Mills was supposed to play the role of Dorothy in The Wiz. Okay. Mike has some stuff going on. All right, y'all. That was fun. Shout out to y'all. Let's get to it. Let's keep it pushing. Let's go to what we have next up on the docket. Let me keep this screen clean just so I don't fall behind. Here we go. Shednithia, what's going on? You definitely got to go watch the last about 5 or 6 minutes of the stream. You definitely got to go watch that.
Broncos country, let's ride. Broncos country, let's ride.
Come to Off the Record D, where we going to read your super chats. Your voice is going to be heard. What is going on, Shednithia? You definitely got to go check out the last about 5 to 10 minutes of the stream. I did my homework. I was listening. Billie Jean is the greatest song made. I got Billie Jean in my top 3 off of Thriller. So we were just talking about it. My list goes like this. I got PYT. I got Beat It. I got Billie Jean and Human Nature. Those are my top 3/4. I couldn't only pick. I couldn't only pick 3. I couldn't pick 3. When I was cutting it down, I said I can't leave off Billie Jean or Human Nature, so I had to put both. So those are my top 3. I had to put them in there. This is a good show today, brother. I appreciate it, Ivy League Mac. I thought, sometimes we can get far deep in the woods of, just only talking about sports. But you know what I'm saying? We're real people out here. We're real people out here. You know what I'm saying? We listen to music, we do other things. And actually, if you see my logo actually highlights music, sports, different things. It's not just all sports. So I thought this was a great topic. So shout out to y'all. Y'all had y'all foot. I'm not gonna use that analogy. Y'all were pressing me about making sure I knew Michael Jackson songs. So shout out to y'all. I appreciate y'all. Y'all, I'm starting to notice something with Kenny Atkinson. I'm starting to notice something, and I'm starting to get a little nervous. Let's push this thing forward to the Cavs. Let me get this on the screen. Kenny Atkinson said something that made me nervous, y'all. He made me nervous. That's all I can say. Let's play it.
Listen, I am an analytics guy. I believe in it. I believe in predictive metrics. I believe that you use numbers to justify value. But in this sense, guys, and John, you can vehemently disagree. This series was over when they came back down 22. I'm sorry. Okay, yes, they made tough shots. Okay, expected score. Kenny Atkinson, a very good coach. Obviously, this doesn't bode well. Like, what's happening right now is that at the end of the day, you had 2 timeouts, up 22, you lose the game. You allow James Harden to get exposed. You make no adjustments. You lose the game. You win that game. What we're talking about right now does not exist. You're at home with a chance to tie the series up 2-2. That's if you're down 2-1. So at the end of the day.
Let me pause this on Kenny Atkinson. Yes, all those songs are awesome. Here's one for the old school stompers in the house, Summer Madness by Gerald Damon. I wrote that down. I added it to the list. It was some behind the scenes ish going on. They didn't want Diana Ross for that part because she was too old. It was initially for Stephanie Mills. Jersey in the building. Keith Hunt, good morning. Shout out to Selmo Fudd sending the jewels.
Oh my God! Wow! I got money.
Shout out to Selmo Fudd for sending the jewels, the 10 jewels. Also, shout out to Selmo Fudd for the gold coin. I appreciate you. I gotta figure out. I gotta figure out these gifts situation, but we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure it out. I believe it. She forced their hand. Y'all speaking on Stephanie Mills and Diana Ross. Ease on down the road. Ivy League Mac taking it back. Kenny Atkinson, he said, if you look at analytically, the Cavs won 2 out of 3. I'm not going to spend a lot of time here. I am nervous. I'll just tell y'all that. I am nervous, y'all. This is the feeling I'm getting from Kenny Atkinson. Let's take this down and let's add this up. This is the feeling I'm getting. I'm getting this feeling right here, y'all. Let's see. Where's it at? This is how I'm feeling, y'all. This is how I'm feeling, man. This is how I'm feeling. I'm really looking at Kenny and I'm saying, man, this is just Stefanski all over again. I don't want to feel this way. We got a game tonight. Shout out to the Cavs. Hopefully they can pull through and do their thing. But he said that. I said, I don't know about that, dog. I do not know about that. Kenny, I don't know about that one. Kenny. I don't know. Let's see. Is anyone talking about point shaving or betting? Because game 1 collapse made no sense to me. I think it was poor coaching, lack of adjustments, and the moment was too big. That's what I think. That is what I think. Ebony and Ivory. Hey, throwing it back, Brent. How does the jewels work? I think it does some type of ranks all podcasts. I don't know. I gotta ask my chat GPT. Let's do something quick. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna ask ChatGPT and see what it tells me. Similar to TikTok gifts. Okay. Okay, got you. Okay, so Shanithia, it's another form of gift. It's very similar to just sending a super chat. Very similar to sending a super chat. Okay, there we go. Shout out to the AI. The AI be on top of it. The AI be on top of it. Shout out to Laurie. Shout out to Selma Foot. I appreciate y'all. Maurice, good morning. How you feeling, man? How you feeling? Kenny Atkinson is definitely taking those empty calorie stats. I heard that. I said, oh no. I said, oh no. Oh no. Are these the same analytics that content creator looks at? Shaking my head. I believe so. It got to be. It got to be. Okay, D, I can't see that now. Cavs are in trouble. I'm telling you. I am nervous. I'm nervous. I'm nervous. I just tell you that. I'm nervous, y'all. That's it. I can't spend a lot of time on the Cavs. I'm very nervous. Very nervous. Live together in perfect harmony, side by side on my piano, keyboard. Why don't we? You dropping them lyrics again. Is that from, let me see if I remember. Is that from Lady of Mine? Is that from Lady of Mine? Wait, let me see. Live together in perfect harmony, side by side, keyboard. Why don't we? Yeah, let me know. Is that from Lady of Mine? My take on the Cavs, they were doomed the second hard to join the squad. He is a championship curse. Man, I don't know. When you lose game 1 up 22, basically you you're not mad about it. You give yourself every excuse and every reason to just keep pushing forward like everything is okay. So I am definitely nervous. I'm definitely nervous. Did Barry Gordy produce The Wiz? Somebody help me out. Oh, that's lyrics to Abby and Ivory? Huh? Really? Live together in perfect harmony, side by side, piano, keyboard. Didn't Michael Jackson say something about that? I seen too many lyrics this weekend. Didn't he? Oh no, he said fall or lay on me or something like that. Michael Jackson said. I think that's what he said. All right. Hey, cross the lines, y'all. Cross the lines. Let me give myself the buzzer on that one. Shout out to Selmo Fudd. He sent 100 jewels. Shout out to Selmo Fudd. Dropping 100 jewels.
I got money.
Shout out to Selmo Fudd for the jewels. I appreciate you. Glad to hear you doing good, Maurice. I was cringe when the coach said that. I was like, yikes. Yeah, I heard that. I was like, what is going on? This is not something you're supposed to talk about. Hey, get me together. Ebony and Ivory. Thank you. Get me together, y'all. Get me together. Get me together. Hey, definitely showing my age, or Jizzle. Definitely. Why did he refuse to pull Haden? They hadn't had the same rest time pregame, and he could have used some timeouts. Yeah, he was just fumbling. He was just fumbling every big moment. That's why I just see Kevin Stefanski now. I can't unsee it. Y'all. I can't unsee it. I don't want it to be that way, but that's kind of the only thing I can see. That's the only thing I can see. I don't want to see it. I don't want it to go that way, but that's what I got for the Cavs. Crown Women Collective. Hey, y'all. PYT and Lady of My Life. What's going on, Crown Women Collective? What is going on? Duet, Paul McCarthy and Stevie Wonder. Man, y'all are. I need a screenshot for this. Y'all are hitting me with so many songs right now. All right, let me just take a screenshot. Let's do this. There we go. Yeah, PYT. That's my number one. That's my clear number one. Crown Women Collective. Shout out to you. Glad you're here. Glad you are here. Glad you are here. So I'm trying to have as much positivity as I can about the Cavs. I don't know, y'all. That's what I'll say. Good morning, Miss K. Good morning, Miss K. Let me screenshot that too. Jimi Hendrix is dropping the songs on me today. Let me screenshot that too. All right, got it. All right, got it. I'll be checking it all out. Will Kevin Stefanski finally be exposed? I think AVP was the reason for their success. Fun. And he'll use him and Tommy Reese to coach for him. I don't know, to be honest with you. I have not looked into anything with Kevin Stefanski. I just noticed that what Kenny Atkinson said sound like a Kevin Stefanski-ism. So I was like, this is too similar. But I'm not sure how Atlanta's going to do. If I had to bet on it, and my take from a while ago is the Browns will have a better record than Atlanta Falcons. I don't know how they're going to do. Let's keep it pushing, y'all. Shout out to Bucky. Bucky making the rounds. He did a couple interviews. I was able to get through a decent portion of this interview. I wasn't able to get through all of the other interview that he did, but I was able to get through a decent portion of this one. D, check out this younger singer, Blair Perkins. He does a great rendition of Lady in My Life. All right. Let me grab that. Art Jizzle. All right. Add that. I was able to get through this, and he's going to talk about how things went for Shedeur, how Shedeur reacted, how everybody around him reacted as well, because I think Shedeur handled it very well. Both to the Cleveland. Let me hit play on this, and then let me look.
The draft night. What in the was going through your head that night? The first night, the party, had the big man tombstone on number 2. Yeah,
that's one of the biggest changes I've seen
in the history of life.
Shout out to Pooch. Shout out to Tazy Diamond.
Oh, your jeweler crazy too.
Yeah,
you put him on the map. I mean, he was already on the map, but
my jeweler, like he's like my older brother now. He's a family friend now.
Yeah.
So, but now that, bro.
I know,
bro.
It's unreal. It's never been seen before. You know what I'm saying? Like in modern history, you never witnessed nothing of that magnitude to a person that was not even first round. That we talking about 1, 2, 3 minimum.
That's what I'm saying. Even people that didn't like him, or people that, or not even say didn't like, that was very critical of his film, you know, that judged it super hard. That might not even judge other people's film that hard.
Right.
But judge his super hard and said he could go 3rd round.
Right. And that was a joke at the time.
Yeah, which was like, okay. But even those people eventually was like, okay, what's going on? Like, this is kind of crazy. Like, I gave him a 3rd round grade. Y'all tripping. Like,
right.
Then that's when they start saying on TV it's a message or whatever message they're sending or whatever. I don't know. I'm not saying.
You know where it came from.
I don't know.
Don't mess with them people.
Yeah, I don't know.
God bless America.
Yeah, I don't know that, but it's just like you said. It's a time, like we said, it's a time where you really got to live what you preach. You got to live like, okay.
It's another one.
Now you got to really trust in God, and now you got to like really see it as like God is omnipresent and He's all knowing. So He knows what's gonna happen tomorrow, the next day, next year. We only know what's right now. So it might look crazy to us, but it's like, nah, this is supposed to happen.
Yeah.
This is now you're not rich kid Shedeur no more. Now you a black man that's fighting the system. Now you a black man that deals with a black man that deals with everything all black men deal with.
Right.
You gotta overcome. You gotta do this. You gotta do that. Now you're not Deion Sanders' son. A guy that was giving everything, guy that's dancing in front of the cyber truck, that's doing this, that had the Ferraris, the Rolls Royces, you know, still do,
Maybach.
you know, still even, you know, might hop out with a Bugatti, but
because he could do it now, don't think he won't. They like that now.
Yeah, but now you're more relatable.
Yeah.
Now people look at you. Now you're the message.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
There's a bigger meaning behind it.
Yeah. So now
he was used for that.
Yeah, now you're not just a messenger, or your dad's not just a messenger. Now this whole group is the message.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So your life is a message now.
Yeah.
So it's a blessing because this happened at the same time this happened. It was just, it's like, bro, that was a hard ass year.
That was it.
I'm gonna pause him right here. He hit so many points right there, y'all. He hit so many points. I agree a lot with this point that even people who weren't the biggest fans of Shedeur, they changed and they started looking at it like, you know what? He shouldn't have dropped that far. Like even people who were saying, oh, you know, he wasn't a top 3 pick, they were like, he definitely in a 5th rounder. And I think what they did was, with Shedeur being the most popular college athlete coming into the NFL at that time, they only amplified people rooting for him, because even people who could agree, even if you said, you know what, Shedeur is not a perfect quarterback prospect coming into the NFL, everybody know he wasn't a 5th round pick. Everybody knows that. So that only put more people on his side. That only made people who support him take their support to a different level, and it only made the entire situation stronger. Then to Bucky's second point, very similar to what Coach Prime said. Hey, you can't just be happy when stuff is going good. When you're going through tough times, you got to lean on that faith. You got to lean on that faith. And if you believe that he's the one to put you in positions to do the good things, you got to believe that he's the one that's going to help you navigate when you're going through the rough things and the rough situations. And y'all know I said this a lot in the last year. I said Shedeur handled this situation at his age a whole lot better than I would have. A whole lot better. Bucky's going to say that. Other people's going to say that. They're like, he just was handling it correctly. He was not down. He was not this. He just was he was shocked. Of course, everybody would be shocked, but he handled it the right way. So just hearing Bucky speak about it, seeing that perspective, seeing how they were able to overcome. We didn't know about Coach Prime's health at the time. So just seeing everything they went through, how they were able to overcome, it's just different level. That's why people support them on a different level. That's why they do. Because if another player went through one of the situations that Shedeur went through, everybody would rally around him. If a player was projected top 3 pick and fell to the 5th round, a bunch of people would rally around him. If any NFL player who was coming into the draft, his father was battling cancer right around that time, people would rally around him. If any rookie NFL player where the head coach would not say that player's name after a certain point, people would rally around him. If an NFL rookie player got into the game and started and never threw to his first team receivers or never worked with the first team offensive line and he was playing in a game, people would rally around him. Shedeur navigated all of that in 1 year, in his rookie year. Come on now. Come on now. That's why I give Shedeur the props, because it would have been furniture moving, mics being pushed, me probably snapping at reporters at his age. Come on, man. Come on, man. I know I wouldn't have handled it like that. I'm not even gonna lie to you and say, oh man, I could have navigated it just like him. Nope. I wouldn't. I wouldn't. Coach can't say my name. Every time somebody asks coach about me, the coach is bringing up a group of people. Come on, man. Come on, man. You got to give him his props for how he handled that. You have to. They don't really care about us. Got him. Yeah, Brown's going to do Stefanski like Ray to 85. Knock him out. Come on, omnipresent. Yes. Even if we don't understand the circumstances that we are going through and we don't understand why it's happening, he knows already, and we just have to navigate it the best way we can. The early 80s, I was asked to portray Billy D. Williams, Louis McKay in a remake of Lady Sings the Blues. A millionaire African-American company selected me. Hollywood isn't me. Oh, I understand. A lot of people share that sentiment, Dr. Clyde Marshall. Yeah, it looked crazy to us for real. Yeah, we're like, this is crazy. Nobody would have had him going to the 5th round. Come on, Bucky, tell it. They're getting more comfortable. They're telling it. Also, Todd Monken saying, hey, I don't need them to stop talking. People are gonna talk. So don't bring up to me every time somebody talks. He set a boundary early. I dedicate this to all the ladies in the house. Sexy mama by moments. Sexy mama by moments. Another one. Jimi Hendrix dropping them. Life begin to life. That's it. We all human. We all go through life. We can all understand what we watch Shedeur go through. Back to life. Back to reality. I remember that song. I remember that. Craig, what's going on? Good morning, D in chat. What's going on, Craig? How you feeling, man? Bucky put this really well. I didn't even follow Shedeur or CU. I became invested during the slide, given the contract and socio-political implications. I'm telling you, they made him a lot bigger than he would have been if they would have just dealt with him correctly. But they brought a lot of people to his side, and people just had questions like, how or why is this happening this way? Bucky dropped the game. Yes. Bucky did 2 interviews, and I was very impressed by him. It is so easy to root for these young men. You can tell he's holding back something, but I'm okay with them keeping that in the family. Yes. Because you got to be careful and you got to be calculated when and how you say things. So I'm perfectly fine with that. Yeah, I saw the people who didn't like him switch up and was like, nah, they doing him wrong and I'm rooting for him. Yes. I seen it too. Because they was like, man, he is not 5th. He is not a 5th round pick. No way. Yes, he did, because I would have hit live button and got the cussing. Yes. Laurie, it's no way I would have handled it that well. There's no way I would have handled it that way. It was funny how everyone empathized with Nussmeier falling to the very end of the draft, but they did that prank call to humiliate Shedeur and never truly recognized how that must have felt. I forgot about the prank call. He went through all those things where people would rally around him, and all to the same person. And as soon as Stefanski left, that would have been live number 2. I'm talking. I'm telling. Had to take his first team snaps under center right before he went into the game. Yes. Just that's why I said if one of those scenarios a young player went through, everybody would have rallied behind him. Everybody. Set Cleveland Brown rookie records and never got the game ball. Crazy. That is crazy. The coach was showing what it really was about. And I know people tried to make the excuse and say, oh, well, it's only so many. Nah, it's a bunch of game balls. They could have gave them all a game ball. You could have gave every rookie a game ball when they won their first game or when they threw their first touchdown pass. I don't want to hear that. That's an excuse. I watch whole documentaries on how they put the NFL footballs together, how many the team carries, all that stuff. You could have gave every single one of them a football. Every single one of them. Every single one of them. So that's an excuse. Shedeur proved everybody wrong. He dealt with the whole season with grace. They were trying to break him and get him to act out and be the person they had assumed he was. I totally agree with that. I remember I was doing a breakdown of Mike Florio and Sims, and they were saying Shedeur wasn't mad enough. And I was like, what? What do you mean he's not mad enough? How was somebody not mad enough? Like, it don't even make sense. What are you asking for? Phaedra, what's going on? Good morning, Phaedra. D, can you create a chat on Patreon called something like Top Songs of All Time or something like that? Definitely. I definitely can add another music chat. If y'all want a music chat, as soon as this stream is over and I get my ribs going, I'll add another chat that could be based around music for sure. Independent media is ripping the cover off the propaganda machine that allocates the benefit of the doubt as they so chose. I totally agree with you. Totally agree. The music I'm dropping is responsible for a lot of y'all being here. Come on, Jimi Hendrix. Come on. He said it's responsible for a lot of y'all being here. Shout out to Laurie with the laughing disco for 250 jewels. Thank you.
Oh my God! Wow! I got money.
Thank you, Laurie. I appreciate all your support. Thank you for the jewels. Remember Kenya Sadiq saying he thought the Jets call was a joke because of Shedeur? Yes, I do remember that. I do remember that. And he was nervous at the beginning. He was nervous at the beginning. No prank calls during this draft, correct? I don't remember any being highlighted. So I believe there weren't any. But I'm open to being wrong about that. I'm open to being wrong about that. I don't believe there were any prank calls though, Ivar. Kevin Stefanski knew after the first preseason game that he needed to pull some sorcery to keep Shedeur off the field. Talk to him, Maurice. Pilar was with you when she called out the Wildcat BS. Remember, during that game, at first, I was like, the Wildcat, they're going to pull it out. When they start pulling out the Wildcat at the middle of the field, I said, nah, I can't go for that. I cannot go for that. No way. No way. Ty Simpson and Arch Manning are first round duration picks because I say so. Don't mind my inconsistencies. That's it. That's all it is. And then they drafted Ty Simpson in the first round, top 15 pick. And then they went and signed Matthew Stafford to an extension. So he getting all this money for 2 years. It's crazy, y'all. It is crazy. Stefanski did little as possible to develop him to try and make him feel like a fifth rounder to justify neglecting him. I still find that wristband situation so suspect. Yeah, it made no sense. It made no sense at all. No sense. Shout out to Tiger84704. Sent the 67 jewels. The 6'7"? Oh, not the 6'7".
Oh my God! Wow! I got money.
Not not the 6'7" jewels. Oh my goodness. Not the 6'7". Not the 6'7". Tom Pelissaro looked so suspect during the draft while Shedeur was sliding after writing that combine hit piece. He had that exact "I went too far" look on his face. Yep. Put it all out there. Since I saw that, Pilar, as a mom, is doing good too because the Lord has delivered me from shutting up on every wrong. Yes. You guys see Jackson Dart taking flack for going MAGA and presenting the president. Yeah, I did see that. I'm not surprised by it. But this is sports. I'm not doing the Stephen A. Smith and do sports and politics and add additional things. This is sports. So I ain't gonna do the Stephen A. Smith. Put my foot in my mouth because I don't know what I'm talking about. I ain't gonna do it. Facts. I can't go for that. No can do. I can't go for that. Let me check it out. Let me check out when training camp starts. I got some dates saved. Let's see. Where do I got them saved at? Let me see. I think I got them saved here. Let me look that up for you. Crown Woman Collective. I think I have it saved here. I should just save it as my screensaver so I have my dates. That's not it. I just search it real quick. I got too many things saved. Too many. Let me grab it real quick. Let's go here. There we go. Training camp for, let me make sure this is the right year before I tell you these dates. So what I'm seeing for training camp, I don't know. That seems far out though. Let's go to their schedule. All right, yeah, this is off. Why is Ty Simpson not a huge story? They wasted a top pick in their Super Bowl window. I hate to be like them, but I hope it backfires. Good Old Boys Club needs to learn a lesson. Yeah, he was cool with his dad is cool with the Rams general manager, and I don't know, it don't make sense to me. It don't make sense. They're not going to get me to believe that Ty Simpson was a top 15 pick. They're not going to get me to believe that. No way. I tried to look it up, but date giving seems too far. Yeah, I'm looking it up right now. Crown Woman Collective, the dates are looking crazy. It's like I don't trust them. I don't trust them. Let's see. Let me see. Okay, the team has not announced training camp dates at this time. Last year, Cleveland started camp with rookies reporting July 18th and vets following behind on July 22nd. So we're going to see. We're going to see. Okay, so I'm not seeing official dates yet. That's what I'm reading. Because the dates I saw didn't make sense. So people saying the dates are kind of guessing because the Browns haven't made it official. They haven't made it official. A.M. Williams, what's going on? Happy Memorial Day to you as well. Let's see. Yeah, you are correct, Zedric. It's gonna be sometime in that window. They just haven't formally put it out there yet. So let me hit this.
It was, like I said, it was a movie. It was a documentary. Fucking movie. That was unprecedented. You couldn't write a movie that was more dramatic during that.
Yeah.
Like no one would. If somebody would have wrote that in the script that this is gonna happen, he gonna get. They were like, get this script out of here, man. You're fired. Don't ever come back again.
Yeah.
Like, this is embarrassing that you're gonna bring this to Hollywood. Talking about this motherfucker did all this at this college. There ain't that many good quarterbacks in here. You gonna get drafted here. This ain't no good script.
Yeah, then day two goes on. Yeah, then it's just like you don't even get picked day two. Like that crazy.
Then playing on the phone.
Yeah, that was wild because that made me mad. It didn't even make him mad.
Right.
It didn't make Shedeur mad. It just made his loved ones mad because you could see the joy.
Right.
When he got the call and how happy everybody else was.
Right.
But bro, he held his head high.
Definitely.
Kudos to him. He I don't know if it fazed him or not, but he didn't show that it fazed him at all.
Real soldier.
And we was right there with him. You know, we were doing how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
But
that's another time Bucky has pointed out. He's saying, look, it didn't faze him. The people around him were more mad. He handled it well. I'm telling you, Shedeur, he handled a lot of these situations way better than me. Arjizzle says, I don't give a F who he supports. He better stop saying the N-word openly with comfort. Yeah, you can't be doing that. You can't be doing that, man. That's you can't be doing that. You can't be doing that. Concepcion was given 1 over Junkins. I would think he would have him signed if he got that number as a rookie. With the number, he probably paid Junkins for the number. Priya. He probably paid Junkins for the number. So they will allow players to, kind of work it out on their own with a number. So he probably paid him for the number. Don't nobody get a pass. I agree with you. People calling him January Dart 6. Oh, JD6. Oh, wow. I was thinking this weekend that this story is out of my 2K career. Yeah, it don't make sense. It don't make sense. Tessa, what's going on? And he did. He held his head high the entire time. What's going on, Tessa? Well. Now, see, if I got to call on day 3 like that, everybody would have been cussed out, even family. And I'm a grown woman. Yeah, he handled it. I'm telling you, whenever I talk about how Shedeur handled it, I make it a point to say how well he handled situations. I make it a point because I just know at that age I wouldn't have handled it that well. I know I wouldn't. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I act like I would.
He took the mentality like, cool, like I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna turn up. I'm gonna do this. It was just a lot of lessons, not just for him, for everybody. And but it made the the Bible say he'll use it to prepare the table in front of your enemies.
Mm-hmm.
So they don't understand, like, y'all are preparing that table. Like, so now when he do something, it's going to be just, it could have been just here, but now y'all made it here.
10 times more
So,
glorious.
because, like, all the shit y'all talk, everything y'all do, y'all make it to when it does happen, it's going to be times 100
No
because
question.
y'all said it couldn't.
Right.
But if it's like they don't even think like that. Like, bro, how about we just say, nah, he's all right. So
Yeah.
when he does it, it's not going to even be as crazy.
Right.
But now since y'all saying he can't do it or he shouldn't do it or he's not capable of doing it, now cool. Now the whole world's going to talk that when
The
he
thing
do
he
it.
does is magnetize time 100
Yeah,
now.
so-
He went to the Cleveland Browns and made that look glorious.
So it's like, shout out to the Browns. They're great people. Great
For
organ.
sure.
You know, people say this and that. Great people. Great.
It looked cool to me.
Yeah, great,
You know what I'm
great GM, great everybody. The communications people, all of that, great people. But it was supposed to happen.
Yep.
But no, it was crazy day by day. Like, bro, this is wild.
Like, no way.
Yeah, this is, I don't know.
Yeah.
This is the part. Hey, protect it, Bucky. You don't got to put it all out there. Protect it. That is a point I agree with. And remember I said at some point in the last year, I said the people who so aggressively said things, those are the ones who I'll put receipts on when Shedeur does something, because they were saying he couldn't recite a play off a play sheet. They were saying he couldn't get guys lined up. Like, it was that bad. Like, that stuff I'll never forget. They were saying he played street ball. They were saying all of these things. And I'm like, I'm not forgetting none of this. I'm going to remember all of the stuff they said, and I'm going to bring it up when he proves them wrong, because they were way too out of pocket with it. They weren't just saying, okay, well, you know, he's not the fastest person. They were saying he was slow. Remember, the content creators were trying to lie and say Dillon Gabriel was more athletic than Shedeur. They were saying Dillon Gabriel was more athletic than Shedeur. Then we saw both of them run against NFL defenses, and we're like, that was a lie. We're going to call it out. They said he couldn't process. They used the supercomputer description for Dillon Gabriel to highlight how he was able to process and to diminish Shedeur. So then that's why the supercomputer thing is not going away. They did that. If they just said, look, we're going to let it play out. We're going to let it play out, and then we're going to determine how we view it, it would have been different. No, they wanted to go over the top. They went way past what it should have been when how they critiqued him, how they talked about his game, how they talked about things he couldn't do, how they kept listening to the narratives from Kevin Stefanski and his staff about what Shedeur couldn't do. He couldn't process, couldn't understand, needed a whole year to red shirt. Like, No. That's why we highlighted it. During the Raiders game, Shedeur had the longest pass of the season. Talk to him. He couldn't read plays, even though they were written for flag football. They was written for high school football. High school football. Yes, that's who I was talking about. Priya. I call them content creators now. I don't even say their name, but you got it right. That's what I'm talking about. It. That when she said that, I'm like, nah, that ain't cool. You don't even know what street ball is. Like, you don't even know what street ball is. Like, come on, man, what we doing? So yeah, you got it right, Priya. I just don't say their names anymore. And they're still saying it. They're gonna have to eat them words. They're gonna have to eat them words. If you play Madden, you call plays, you think that head coach would know QB play. That's what he said. I like the fact that Nike is going all in on Shedeur for the upcoming season. Hence, when they start talking about Deshaun Watson and money, I'm like, Shedeur has Nike behind him. They want to get that shoe. That's a fact. When people had a money conversation, they're not having a real conversation. This is not a knock on Deshaun Watson, but Deshaun Watson cannot generate the level of revenue that Shedeur can. That's just it. Like, it's simple. It's simple. Thank you, Shedeur, for reminding us how to act. Facts. What you mean you? Arjizzle, you say you would have flipped out too? You say you would have flipped out too if you was in Shedeur spot? They were disrespectful. It went beyond sports. I agree with you there. Love the game. What's going on? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Charmaine, hardest working woman in Ohio. How you doing? Good morning. What's going on? All good. Priya the bot don't play. Just be careful. Just be careful. Shedeur was able to internalize the bull junk and move on from it and not let it infect him. He did that really well. He did that really well. Well. Look at Jackson Dart stinking up the joint. Yeah. Yeah, Jackson Dart got it rough. He got it rough. All right, go check out. This is Mr. Organic. Go check out the full interview with Bucky. I thought it was really good. Some of the points I wanted to highlight. Let me see something real quick. Let me see if this is the clip where he's going to speak on the Cleveland Browns. Let me see. Let me check this real quick. If it's not the right clip, then we'll move forward. Let's check. Let's go here. Let's check this transcript out real quick. There's no way they watched him in college to come up with those statements. I agree. Just they were just making up stuff. They were just piling on, and it just made it worse. It just made it worse. Especially the people who don't understand football. The people who don't understand football really, really piled on, and now they got to eat their words. All right, here we go. Actually, we're about to get to it. I just let it play.
That was wild, but.
And then he gets the starting job and does marvelous. You know what I'm saying? Out there showing the winning games, the whole city behind him. You know, the jerseys, like one of the number one selling jerseys in the entire league. You know what I'm saying? And he was doing his thing. And then, of course, full circle now, you get to be on the field. How did that feel that you get to be on the field with your brother in the NFL? You got your class, you on there doing your thing. So you basically made it to the league too. I'm a delusional nigga. You hear me? So let me give you some delusion. You see
I made it to the NFL also.
Yeah, you made it to the league too. Yeah. You on the field doing your job. Too. So you graduated to the NFL too with Travis too and Shedeur. So how did that feel being on the field also?
The NFL, shout out to NFL. Shout out to Miss Tracy Perlman. Shout out to Constance, my dad's manager, because she fought a lot of battles for me.
Yeah.
Shout out to Roger Goodell for allowing it to happen. But yeah, they allowed me to pick specific games I wanted to do. They gave me like a list, and at first they allowed me like 6 to 10 games. Then, but the teams can allow you to do it too. So then the Browns, their communications people, shout out to my bro Dom and everybody, PJB. They just said, cool, we'll give you a credential every week. So now when Shedeur started playing, then I was there every week. But before then, that's when I was doing Travis's stuff, all that. Yeah. Everybody else's. Jimmy, whoever.
Yeah.
But I say all that to say, but I mean, it was amazing until like Shedeur would throw a dumbass pick or something.
Oh my God.
Then you'd be on the sideline just looking like, all right, bro, come on, bro.
You ain't got no goddamn, you ain't got no straw here to goddamn pull.
Now,
I find it funny when people try to say that people believe Shedeur can make no mistakes, which is not true. You hear his father talk about his mistakes. You hear Bucky talk about his mistakes. You see other people talk about his mistakes. So when you see those things and you hear people say Shedeur could do no wrong, it's just not true. He gets criticism and critique right from the people close to him. So I don't think it affects him at all. So shout out to Bucky for saying that. But hopefully y'all heard it. Bucky said, shout out to Mr. Goodell. Goodell was the one who set it up because they wanted him to go to limited games. And they said, we got to give you an unlimited pass. Then the Browns came along and said, you can go to every game. Because that's how it goes. You can get NFL credentials, and then past NFL credentials, you get team credentials. And you get team credentials, and then you can go to every game of that team. But it has to go through the team because they have the right to choose. So I know a lot of people don't have the best feelings towards the Cleveland Browns or situations with them, but they are trying to right their wrongs in my eyes. That's what I see. That's what I see. That's what I see. I'm still out on the Browns because they chose Dillon in the 3rd round when they could have taken Shedeur. That is true. That's a true statement. But you don't know if the owner was against it, if they gave Kevin Stefanski more room to choose his QB and then it backfired. So it could be a lot. It wasn't like Kevin Stefanski had no say-so in who they were picking. It wasn't like he didn't. I mean, you can see how that played out when at every opportunity he said Dylan was better. So this is the way I look at it. Them picking Dylan Gabriel in the 3rd round, to me, it seems like that was more what Stefanski wanted. And then in the 5th round, AB was able to convince them, hey, Shedeur is way better. Shedeur is way better than a 5th round pick, so we got to take him. So I understand the sentiment. I just accept it. I think you should watermark or repost that video of him taking Stefanski's headset on the sideline. Jarvis said they've had to adjust his plays in game 2. Oh, shout out to you. Shout out to you. That is something I'm going to do. Since people snatch my stuff, it's crazy, but I am going to have to start adding watermarks to my stuff. I'm going to have to add, the logo into the top half of the screen because that's usually where people kind of snatch stuff from me. So, shout out to you. But that's the new way I got to do things. That's the new way. You know what I'm saying? I can't just sit back and hope that people would give credit. I just got to force the credit if you're going to steal from me. So it is what it is. It is what it is. Mr. Organic, aka Jarvis, is definitely the clickbait king. I don't really watch Mr. Organic. I've seen him like on YouTube before, but I never really watched him. So I don't want to be in that clickbait category. I'll tell you that. I do think Stefanski and DePodesta was set on DG and that AB was conceded to the head coach. I think they've been changing their treatment this season, trying to make up for it. That's what I see too. Did you see the video where Jaylen Brown asked Stephen A for a debate, athletes versus journalists? I'm here for it because they're tired like me. I didn't see the clip where he asked him for a debate, but I think that will be good because what'll happen is if people go into a true debate about the sport and speaking on it and all those things, it's gonna expose some of these people to cover sports in the way they talk about it, because there is a level that Stephen A can't get to when explaining something. It's just a level that they can't get to. So I think that would be good. And they say they're honest about his play. Yeah, they're not honest about his play. Bunky said it in real time too. You don't have Travis anymore. I think that's in this clip too. So I'm actually, thank you, Zedric. I'm gonna play a little bit more of this clip. Pull more of this clip. D, ever since you set a subscriber timer in order for folks to comment, we ain't seen nobody. Why would they want people to know that they're subscribed to me? Why would they want them to know? They just want to sit in the background. And watch and, borrow some things when they go live. That's all. They don't want people to know. They don't want people to know. They don't just struggle with my name. You know what I'm saying? I guess press room breakdown is a hard name to say too. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's hard names. OffThaRecordDee is a little hard to pronounce. Maybe press room breakdown is hard to pronounce. I don't know. I don't know. I agree. It's hilarious. People being more honest about him. I saw that clip of his 3 interceptions in 3 minutes and crying in coach's lap. That should be on SportsCenter. Uh-oh. Honestly, I hope they do start Deshaun. Come on, bring him out. Shout out to you, Crown Collective, and that T.I. reference. But I don't want them to start Deshaun. I don't want any wasted games. I want them to live in the moment. I want them to live in the moment. I don't want any wasted games. None. 0 wasted games. This is an opportunity to surprise the league, to win a division. I don't want no wasted games. Most of the people say start Deshaun. They say that, and then they say, oh, but then when you just end up at 2-8, like Skip said, you can just put Shedeur in. Nah, man, don't put Shedeur in no bad spot. Let Shedeur play when the guys are healthy. They're the most motivated. The whole team is there. You know what I'm saying? Don't use Shedeur as a get out of jail free card. If you believe in him, believe in him. If he wins the competition, play him from the beginning. Playing from the beginning. I respect AB, but not Jimmy. They literally recruited him so heavy. Then the whole organization visited CU how many times? But I would let the conversation go. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Hollering, hard to pronounce. They're doing the Stefanski. Can't say names. Yeah, it's a lot of YouTubers out here that I like. You know what I'm saying? They gonna come up and everything. Hold on, but what about this exact YouTuber? Well, it's a lot of young YouTubers that I like. It's a lot of YouTubers with a lot of channels of growth and a lot of topics they talk about. Hey, we ain't ask you about everybody. We asked you about this person. Stefanski done rubbed off on them and they don't even know it. They don't even know it. Let's see. It's another part that Zedric highlighted, so I'm going to play this a little bit longer.
You got to be perfect, brother.
Now people looking.
Doing.
People looking at me crazy. All the camera people just looking their heads like this. I'm like, bro, it is what it is, dog. Like, so it's a beautiful thing until some stupid Shedeur will do something stupid. And it's like, all right, bro.
Yeah.
Like you got me just looking super small over here, just stupid. But no, I feel it.
Yeah.
It was a new experience. It was just it was some learning he had to do.
Right, for sure.
And
for sure.
he forgot. This is not his words, in my words. Sometimes I would think he would forget that Travis Hunter is not out there.
Yeah.
Because a lot of plays, some interceptions could be just one-on-one balls.
Right.
And it might be like, after a fact, of course, when it gets picked, like, bro, why would you do something stupid like that? Just throw it out or just do this. Like, bro, I just threw, like, to Travis, you would just throw it high. If it's one-on-one, just throw it high.
Yeah.
Cool. If it's underthrown, whatever, just throw it high. And Travis will come down with the ball no matter what.
Yeah.
He did it sometime in Jacksonville this year.
Right.
Last year, sometimes last year. So I feel like he still had that in his mind, like, bro, I mean, he knows now, and he knew back then, but I guess he would just slip up because, NFL is split decisions like that.
Yeah.
Like, just knowing your personnel. These might be more elusive receivers. They might be more this, might that.
Right.
Might be better route runners. Not everyone's a go-getter like that. Travis will jump over Shaquille O'Neal. Travis will jump over. Travis he's an animal.
Yeah, he is.
But, he's not out there, so some of them picks, like, just throw it away.
Yeah.
You can't do the 50-50 ball. He's not a 50-50 receiver.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
you got to adjust your personnel.
Yeah, for sure. But not down on that receiver because there's better things he's better at than this person.
Yeah, that's how
better route runner, better this. It's like everyone has different skill sets.
Yeah.
So it just wasn't certain people's skill set.
Who is he talking about there, y'all? Who is he talking about there? Not coming back to the ball, not fighting for the ball when the ball is in the air, the ball hitting him right in the chest. Who could he be talking about? Questions. Exactly. There is zero upside with Deshaun. Shedeur needs the healthy guys with momentum and belief. He has leadership, and he can start with the young guys as a unit. I agree with that. Let's see. Watson won't even be here next year regardless of performance. That's a fact. In a tough division, you need all the wins you can get. Correct, D. Yeah, you can't just be throwing games away. Let's see. Deshaun will have to play badly or get injured, and I don't want either of those scenarios. I hope he becomes in-game Deshaun during practice and Monken stops playing. You got the potential. To do that. I feel bad. Luke Floyer got injured preseason. I think he was the type to catch those balls and could have done great with Shedeur. Part of why Kevin didn't put him in over Larvadan. I would say this. Gage didn't do the best on special teams, punt coverage, and stuff like that. But even going back to the Carolina game, Shedeur had a pass that could have been intercepted, and Gage fought to defend it, so the defender couldn't catch it. So Gage was putting himself out there. He was putting himself out there. Real receivers don't wait for the ball; they attack the ball. That's a fact. Judy, not Janky catching nothing. Judy and Tillman both must be talking about Janky. NFL equal politics. I agree with that. I agree. All right, let's keep this thing moving forward. We got we got Joe Haden. I don't think Joe Haden is a hater by any means, but I do think sometimes these guys can just kind of fall into the trap of thinking if they see one or two comments, that is how everybody views it. And I know me, I start to let people know the Cleveland content creators are not the voice of the people who actually live in the city of Cleveland. And I try to make sure they're different. Was Floria at OTAs? I do remember seeing him at OTAs. I believe he has a wide receiver number now too, so that's a good sign. That's a good sign. They see one or two comments and then they want to act as if everybody feels that way. Now we just saw Deion Sanders Jr. say, "Hey, Shedeur, he might throw a stupid pick thinking that he got this player or that player." So he's not sugarcoating it. So people miss that. They miss that. They think that people think if you say anything bad about Shedeur or his performance, then people are gonna, take it away. But no, his own brother sat up there and said he might make a stupid decision. So if his brother can say that, he's not gonna get mad at you say that, and he can differentiate between hyping somebody up and it not being a shot at Shedeur. Like the way that they try to act as if you support Shedeur, you don't understand football and you don't understand, down, distance, play calls, play design, play styles is crazy. And Joe Haden is going to fall for that trap. He's going to fall for that trap. So here we go.
It's going to mean for your Browns, Joe.
Everybody's always going to make noise about our quarterback situation, okay? Everybody is. I don't want anything bad with Deshaun Watson. I don't. I hope Deshaun Watson comes out, balls out, and goes out and wins us games, wins us the hope. Hopefully he can even go out there, ball out, win the Super Bowl. That'd be great. That'd be great, Deshaun. Right now, because I don't ever want to come off like I'm trying to root against him. There's $46 million that he's owed. He's going to get paid this year. He hasn't done anything wrong. He's been rehabbing, staying out of the way, trying to do everything that he can. Todd Monken, new coach, comes in. We got Shedeur. You got Deshaun Watson. He's making $46 million a year. You've seen him be a player that signed for $232 million. He's doing all the right things. He's in the facility. He's staying out of the way. In practice, he's listening to coach. He's been in this system before. He's thrived in this system before. So obviously, if you have him on your team and you're the new coach.
I got to pause this right here. A lot of people are making a very big mistake. They are saying Deshaun has played in a Todd Monken system. Well, my follow-up would be, what is Todd Monken's system? Because I think they're trying to use that to prop up Deshaun without any substance. If Todd Monken and also Travis say the system is about being flexible and changing based on the players, how can you say he played on this system? It doesn't even make sense. And a lot of people are saying that, and I'm like, I expect more from y'all. I thought y'all knew more about football. Like, what are we doing? And people just go and they repeat it. It's very similar to how people just repeat the Deshaun Watson is good in practice stuff. I'm like, hey, be careful repeating that because it's some stuff. it don't make sense. But if you look at the film, Deshaun wasn't the best in practice in Cleveland. So it's just one of those things that I keep hearing people say, and I'm starting to hear people say it more often. And I'm like, okay, well, describe Todd Monken's system. Describe his system to me. They can't. It's just something we keep hearing. I agree. Gage fought for it. Stefanski put him in some unfavorable matchups. Flora was just a little better, but Gage had great chemistry with Shedeur. I agree with that. Joby all over the place. Yeah, he was all over the place in this take. It's all good. It's all good. Political correctness isn't an honest opinion. I agree with that. I don't understand why former players take what content creators say and do a whole episode like they know what they're talking about. It's crazy to me. Yes, that's the only reason why I'm even showing this, because it's like I don't even understand how you end up in this point. Do you think he's serious about Deshaun? He's probably not more athletic than Shedeur in game at the moment, especially now with pressure. Todd should see Shedeur is way better in clutch moments. I think I'm taking him at his word that he is being fair and giving him an opportunity. That's what I take him at. I take him at his word with that. I don't believe there is one guy that's in the lead, one guy that's this. That's not how I take it. I take it as he taking him at his word. They're looking at him. They're watching what they do. He's just watching for what they do. Just a big game of telephone. Facts. If Watson is playing just as well as Shedeur, just play Shedeur. A 10-year vet shouldn't be playing just as well as a rookie. I feel like Shedeur's job to lose. Love the game. I like the way you put that. I would agree with you. Joe been listening too much to those out of touch analysts on for real on ESPN. He's regurgitating what they've said. So D, I get why you stay away from watching certain things not to get contaminated. You can't, because you'll just start repeating this stuff with nothing to back it up. You are so right. They don't do the work and just give their best microphone impressions. Facts. Floria is at the current OTAs. Love of the game. Yes, he is. Could they be trying to inflate the Deshaun Watson trade value or take some pressure off Shedeur? Miles and vets are where behind Shedeur. Is it just wasted reps and games on Deshaun? Me personally, I think it would be wasted games. I wouldn't say wasted reps. If they're doing a fair competition, it's cool. It's the same way when people say we're probably trying to trade Dylan Gabriel. I just don't see who values him. I don't see who would value Deshaun Watson at a number that it would make sense to trade for the Browns to trade their vet in the room. Like, would somebody take on half of his salary? Would somebody take on a third of his salary? Would somebody take on 25% of his salary? At that point, you just let him play out the year. It doesn't even make sense at that point. So I don't see the likelihood of him being traded. Maybe a team gets desperate. It's possible, but I just don't see it. They'll dismiss Shedeur and what he did to prop up Deshaun while erasing the last 6 years. Talk to him. Talk to him. Now let's listen to what else he's going to say. And this is the part that I was like, Joe, you tripping.
Coach, you want him to be successful. During all of this time, they're not saying anything bad about Shedeur. But if you're a Shedeur fan and you want him to be in and you thinking it's time to move on from Deshaun Watson, then you're in the mindset, put your man back in. I can understand now where it's you don't want to have to knock Deshaun to try to bump Shedeur. I don't want to have to bump Shedeur to try to pump the other person. So it's difficult. So when you see coach putting up good things about somebody else, everybody that's a Shedeur fan is instantly going to think that's hate on Shedeur. No, when you're listening to it, I want.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Joe, I hate it had to be you, man. But what are you talking about? Why do you believe? And let me play it back before. Let me play it back. I don't want to put words in his mouth. Let me just go back a little bit. I want y'all to hear it.
And you thinking it's time to move on from Deshaun Watson, then you're in the mindset, put your man back in. I can understand now where it's you don't want to have to knock Deshaun to try to bump Shedeur. I don't want to have to bump Shedeur to try to pump the other person. So it's difficult. So when you see coach putting up good things about somebody else, everybody that's a Shedeur fan is instantly going to think that's hate on Shedeur.
Joe. I mean, I'll let you, man. This is coming from a place of love. Joe, this is coming from a place of love. You have to understand you are dealing with people who are adults, who understand people and who understand how life works. For you to say every Shedeur fan believes if you say something good about Deshaun, that is a knock against Shedeur is ridiculous. It's a ridiculous statement. It's a ridiculous side to be on just to articulate how you feel. What we have to do is we have to get better at articulating clearly what we mean. If I say Deshaun struggles to get the ball to certain places on the field ever since his shoulder surgery, that is not me knocking Deshaun. That is me, after watching him play, breaking down film, This is what he needs to work on. That's not a knock. Everything is not a knock. Like, stop talking like we're talking to pre-K kids. You're speaking with adults. I guarantee you, majority of your audience is over the age of 30. Stop acting as if we don't understand the basics. Stop saying that, man. Stop. Please stop saying that. People get it. What you are describing is, if you were at work and this person gets employee of the month, that's a knock on everybody else who didn't get employee of the month. We are so far past that. That's such a low level take that you don't even have to have. You are not teaching people how to understand the English language and decipher between something good about Deshaun and being a knock on Shedeur. It's like, come on, man. What are we doing? What are we doing? If you are not careful, you will turn into the things you do not like. If you are not careful, you will turn into the things you do not like. Joe, you spoke about the Cleveland media. I call them now the Cleveland content creators at different points, how they can be negative, how they can lack understanding, how they can not know what's going on. Joe, I need you to read the room. Then I need you to have somebody go into your YouTube analytics in the back office, and I need you to look at what percentage of your audience and their age range, so you can start speaking to them accordingly. But this take, it was poor. It was poor, man. It was poor. And don't try to put that on people who root for Shedeur. Don't try to say our brains don't work. Don't do it. Actually, and this is what I'm going to do. I'm not just going to say this to you. I'm going to show you my analytics. Let me go to YouTube in my back office. And let's see. I'm going to get my YouTube analytics real quick. Let me open this up in another place. Hopefully this don't throw off the stream. But let me pull up my analytics and I'll show y'all. So if you're ever watching me and you wonder, are you talking to children? Are you talking to kids? I am not. And I'll show you why. I'll show you the age range for my audience so y'all can see. This is going to be very clear. Joe, I think you need to do the same thing. Let me grab this screenshot and I'm going to show y'all. I'm not just going to tell you about it. I'll show you. All right. So I got it. Because this, when I heard Joe saying this, I was like, bro, what you talking about? What are you saying? We're going to do this thing live where I'm going to show y'all. I'm going to show y'all my audience. And part of being a content creator is you got to know your audience, man. You got to know your audience. You have to. All right, let's get it. Okay. I just want y'all to see. I want y'all to see. Okay. Now, this is the last 28 days. I just did a quick grab on my part of my analytics. This is my audience. Not even 1% of my audience is under the age of 18. So if you ever watching me and you want to know why I speak or why I say certain things, because people under the age of 18, close to none of them watch me. So if for future reference, if you ever wondering if I'm speaking on people under the age of 18, I'm not. Let's make it clear. Let's go to the next range. 18 to 24 is only 1.1% of the audience that watches me. So I'm not even really speaking to people under the age of 25. Now, people who are above the age of 25, I expect you to be able to understand the difference between building up one person and tearing the other person down. Joe, I would implore you to just go in your back office, do this exact same thing, and then we can skip past some of these conversations that we're doing. Because to me, this is actually you speaking to your audience like they don't understand the basics. Like they don't get it. You're speaking to them like they don't get it. So I won't just tell other people to do it. I'll show other people as well. So there you go. So if you ever wonder who I'm speaking to people 25 and up. If you're curious, we'll just put that out there for people to know for later on, future reference. Joe, I hate it had to be you. I would implore you to do the same thing. Understand your audience so you can speak to them effectively, so you can make your points heard. Also, if you're not careful, you will turn into the thing you despise. Be careful. Be careful. We are a monolith. Facts. Be careful, Joe. Be careful, man. Be careful. Now, this is the basis for the thumbnail. So we are here. Marie, if you're watching the replay or if you're listening somewhere, this is for you.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Joe and the content creators need to stop acting like we think and speak collectively. It is really insulting. Everyone has independent thoughts, but Shedeur fans. It's crazy. I saw that. That's the only part I wanted to highlight from that. Like, come on, man. You can't do this, man. You can't be saying this. I think Shedeur fans are more reasonable than his haters. They recite dumb stats and make it clear they don't watch film. Berea, talk to him. I agree with that. Constructive criticism. That's it. The other reason, in my opinion, could be to make Shedeur earn it and counter narrative because he beat out a 10-year vet, but they'll never give Shedeur credit for how much he did with so little around him. They will not. In one breath, they will say the Browns were the worst team last year on offense. Their offensive line wasn't good. Receivers didn't perform. And then they'll say Shedeur couldn't make them better. What? What? What are you saying now? How does that work? How does that work? Let's get to Unc Ocho. I'm not going to spend long here. I'm going to spend more time listening to what the Todd Father says. Let's hear we only going to listen to 30 seconds. This is all I can take. 30 seconds. I'm sorry. Prepare yourselves.
7-on-7, for God's sakes. I mean, who does that? There's no pass rush. I mean, it's embarrassing.
Is he being for real, Ocho?
Nah, hell, he trolling. He definitely.
He got to be trolling. Because I played with John, and John threw interception in 7-on-7.
Hey, I was getting ready to say the same thing. I've seen the greatest quarterback of all time during my tenure there. In 7-on-7, throw interceptions.
Yes.
I've seen Carson Palmer throw interceptions. I've seen Achilles Smith throw interceptions. Everyone throws interceptions in 7-on-7. I think he was trolling though. He had to be trolling.
He got to be trolling.
Hey,
he got to be.
He got me. He got me.
He got you? Yeah, he got to be trolling.
But they said he was Ocho.
That's all I can hear. I can't listen no more of that. What's going on, Marie? What's going on?
Everybody stay on that side when they switched up. You switched up, stay on that side, man.
I'm old enough to remember that one of Shannon Sharp's favorite sayings is, don't accept anything in a win you wouldn't accept in a loss. Hey, we got some conflict going on here. With your belief system. So, are interceptions good or bad? When the season starts and somebody throws interceptions, are you going to be like, oh, it's trolling because everybody throws interceptions? Are you going to bring up John Elway threw interceptions? Did you bring up John Elway throwing interceptions in the NFL when you were knocking Shedeur for throwing interceptions? I just want to know. You also talk about how strict you are with your diet. So you're super strict with your diet, and you say that's the reason why you're in the shape you're in. Would you say, well, eating junk food is part of it, so if you don't get the results, you don't get the results because it's people in good shape that eat junk food? You would never say that. Saying he's trolling is crazy. If you practice being bad, you're going to play bad because that's the way you practice. This is very simple. And I'm blaming this 60% on their producers for not showing them enough. And I'm blaming this 40% on them for not being willing. I'm blaming this 40% on them for not being willing to take the time to understand what they're talking about. Because this don't even make sense. I watched this and I was like, y'all got to be kidding me. So now you can't have standards as a head coach. Now you can't strive to get better. Now accepting interceptions. Now, should he also accept false starts? Should he also accept holding? Should he accept defensive pass interference? Or should he work to get those things under control now? Hey, I'm just asking. I'm just asking the question. Just let me know. Because this don't make sense. To go to he's trolling is ridiculous. You didn't have standards in practice? You didn't tell us a story about you didn't know the play, somebody gave you the wrong play to make you look bad, and it wasn't held against you? What are we doing now? I will say this. When you don't have a philosophy and a basis for how you speak on things, you end up in these situations where you say something. I can remember Unc saying, don't accept anything in a win you wouldn't accept in a loss. I remember him saying that for the last 10 years. For the last 10 years, I remember him saying that. So, should you accept stuff in practice that you wouldn't accept in a game? I'm just curious, man. What's the standard for practice? What's the standard? What is the standard? Trying to figure it out. I'm trying to figure it out. Like, I'll play a little bit more for y'all. I'll play a little bit more. I don't want to hear more, but I'll play more for y'all.
Guys used to get boots. They would get gifts if they picked John off. They're trying to get the pick. They're trying to get that money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Yeah. You got to think too.
Know, and some guys, that was their game, Joe.
Yeah.
Their game was Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. That's their game.
Yeah.
Oh, I ain't finna make me look bad. Because guess what? If you make the guy, if you make that guy look too bad too often, they will get his ass up out. They're gonna put somebody else in there. And I ain't telling what I'm telling. I ain't telling what somebody told me. I'm telling you what I know. I've seen.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, I don't need to hear no more of this. This don't make sense. So let's do this. Let's go to the 3 interceptions that he's talking about, because I know they didn't watch it. I know they don't know. One interception was by Dylan Gabriel. He threw it late across the middle. Somebody dived, tipped the pass, interception. The second interception was by Shedeur. He threw it to Judy. Judy didn't come back to the ball. It was tipped, interception. The third one wasn't an interception because the guy dropped it, but he called it an interception because Deshaun threw into double coverage and it was an underthrow and the guy dropped the interception. Would you accept any of those in a game? Would you accept any of those in a game? Y'all have to do better. Do better research. Look more into the topics. Look at the subject. Those interceptions shouldn't have happened. That's why he's frustrated by them. They shouldn't have happened. This stuff is easy to understand, y'all. It's easy. Let's go to the Todd Father and see what he said. Let me catch up on the chat, then we're going to go to the Todd Father. Because I can't watch them no more. They don't get what Monken was saying, and they played the game. Wow, it's crazy. D, you didn't know Browns head coaches can't have standards. I guess not, especially if you want to keep piling on them and say they're always wrong. All I heard from Shedeur haters and supporters was interceptions. So now we're accepting interceptions. Just asking. Love the game. That's my question too. Don't they say the win starts in practice? You play like you practice. They do. It don't even make sense, y'all. Access. The former coach humbled himself to you and he treated you as if you were his boss, content creator, and now you're hot because Todd ignores you. Facts. Was the interception on Jerry Jeudy because he didn't finish the route? I'm confused. It was. They don't even know the interceptions he's talking about. Like Coach Prime says, practice like you play, so when you play, it's like practice. That's a fact. And also, Browns OC, Travis Switzer said the same thing. We're going to practice hard, so when we play the game, it's easier because we practice so hard. He said the same. He shares the same view as Coach Prime with that about practice. G. Bush broke down the difference between 7-on-7 and 11-on-11s. It made more sense to me. Monken also has been big on perfect plays to prepare for actual training camp. It's simple. Even if those were 11-on-11, those interceptions shouldn't have happened. They shouldn't have happened. They shouldn't have happened. Deshaun Watson should not have threw that under. He shouldn't have threw it into double coverage, and he underthrew it. Jerry Jeudy should have came back to the ball. He should have attacked the ball from being in the air. And the last one, Dylan Gabriel threw the ball too late. He held it too long, and it got tipped up. So those shouldn't have happened. If it's 11-on-11, 7-on-7, those shouldn't happen. People don't know how they got there from that comment. Correct, D. So if they practice that way, they will play that way. Maybe we need to get the crayons out for them. Maybe. Maybe. We might need to. Everyone praise him for making them reset and repeat practices, but don't think he'll be frustrated by interception, which all QBs had. Facts. Deshaun has had interceptions at every practice that content creators were at. They just refuse to acknowledge it. Hey, the Browns put the videos out. JJ need to take 1 or 2 steps and the ball hits his body since he refuses to use his hands. For real. People kill me wanting Shedeur to play perfect, and I'm talking about the so-called supporters. I agree with you there. This is why I commented the amount of time they have been out the league is showing more and more. It is in their preparation. To me, this is a knock to their preparation. This is a knock to how much they have looked into what is actually happening and what they're speaking about. This is a preparation issue to me. Their history doesn't matter when you're talking about us. They only remember the best of their history when they make comparisons. That's a fact. Shedeur out here putting on for the city. He had a barber competition on Saturday. I saw some clips from that. You know, when the barber that does spray. I saw some clips from that. They said Deshaun Watson don't count because they were officially open to media, so it's not on QB Tracker. Ridiculous. The QB Tracker, if y'all noticed, I haven't been showing it because it don't make sense. I showed it last year. I played the fool last year, not playing the fool this year. That's why you ain't seen nothing from the QB Tracker for me. Okay, I got that one. That's how they are in all areas of life. That's what I thought. It even happened when they were there. Facts. Trying to find, he ain't slick. He been complaining about a barber since he got to Cleveland. Yeah, he don't want nobody using spray. They ain't doing no research. That's my knock on them. They're not doing any research. They don't know the plays, the situation, the circumstances, none of it. Let's listen to the Todd Father. And also, hey, Unc, Ocho, Debo, Joe, when you say the Todd Father name, you have to put some respect on it.
Put some respect on my name. You understand me? When y'all saying my name, put some respect on it.
Put some respect on his name. Don't be saying he up here trolling, not taking his job serious. He up here laughing, joking, kikiing, and not taking it serious. Don't put that trolling on him. Have I heard them put trolling on any other coach? Have y'all heard them put trolling on any other coach? I'm at a point I can't really watch a lot of what they do. So I'm asking if anybody is a regular watcher of Nightcap, have y'all heard them say another NFL coach is trolling? I'm just curious. From what I've seen, I haven't heard them say that. So they better put some respect on the Todd Father's name when they say his name.
His understanding of concepts, I think he's really, really come a long way.
The defense was able to have a couple heads-up picks, knock the ball out a couple times. Did you like their aggression in this session today?
Yeah. I mean, we threw interceptions in 7-on-7, for God's sakes. I mean, who does that? There's no pass rush. I mean, it's embarrassing.
What have your conversations with Deshaun been?
So we just played that all the way through. Cam Justice was saying, "Oh, are you proud of how the defense was?" Yeah, I'm proud of the defense, but those interceptions shouldn't have happened. Those were avoidable plays. They didn't need to happen. They didn't need to happen. That's the point he's making. So I don't know why when it comes to the Cleveland Browns, everybody just wants to pile on them. They can't do no right. They're going to mess this up. They're going to do this. If you want to know what the Cleveland Browns can do, I need you to look up the British cycling team that lost for 75 years in a row. They started to get better 1% better daily. Shout out to Atomic Habits. Shout out to Shanithia's whole family is reading the Atomic Habits book. If you can get better, 1% better daily, by the time you get to the regular season, you will be so much further ahead. You will be able to do more and produce more. That's all they got to do. That's all they got to do. So, if you want to say trolling, say everybody is trolling, but don't bring this out. Why you tagging this first-time coach with trolling? You see how if you are not careful, Shannon Sharp didn't like people tagging him with things. Ocho didn't like people tagging him with things. ISO Joe said it was serious. Look at how comfortably people will do things that they don't like people doing to them. Just like that. They will throw a tag on somebody. When you say this coach is trolling, you are saying he is not taking his job serious. He is doing this to get a reaction out of people. Would they like that? Would they like people to say they're trolling? Come on, man. Come on, man. They got to do better. They have to do better. They got to do better. They got to do better. No, I've never heard trolling on a coach. Never. Why do people act like Shedeur has weaker arm than Deshaun? He doesn't put extra spin on the ball if it's unnecessary. Many players, including vets, have praised him for very catchable balls. I agree. It's people just don't know no better. Nephew say he don't want no Beijing. Yeah, he don't want no Beijing. He don't want no paint. Don't paint me up now. Don't paint me up. I went to y'all know I didn't work in every profession, basically did almost every different career. I actually was going to barber school long time ago, before the Beijing really got popular. And now it's to the point where if you just go get a lineup somewhere, they want to spray. I don't want no spray, man. So it is you don't really, you can clean up so many mistakes with Beijing, and I just want to see you got the skill. So he don't want none of that. A number one receiver who can't catch the ball with his hands. It's crazy. It's crazy. I don't watch Sharp since his OnlyFans scandal. Yeah, I don't watch them as much. When they talk about something with the Browns, I give a little bit of time, but I don't have a lot of patience when I'm watching them. I don't. As much as they want to know about the QB, why didn't they follow up on Monken's Shedeur comment? Because they don't really want to know. It doesn't fit. 707 is a drill that pushes the QB's eyes and speeds decision-making while working DBs and receivers on different coverages. Interception statement isn't trolling. It is setting standards for QBs. Talk to him too, man. The Todd Father is not new to this. He true to this. He was the Browns OC in 2019 under head coach Freddie Kitchens. That's a fact. Todd is not trolling. He is not trolling. His QBs clearly aren't where he wants them. That's a fact. Agreed. They don't have any real content right now, so they just saying whatever. That's why there are certain channels I listen to and others I don't. I'm not trying to lose brain cells. You got to protect yourself. Got to protect yourself. Embarrassing is that he has to admit his guys aren't up to snuff or at least his expectations. Yes, I agree with that. D, you work at Lowe's or Home Depot. Funny enough, I did work at one of those. I worked at the corporate office for one of those too. I'm telling you, the boy done worked in every industry. Emery said he's wide receiver 3, so I'll stick with that for now. That's a fact. People will try to spin it as Monken saying he's so behind. I saw it as saying he's learning quickly. They didn't develop him last year. He's had Shedeur's back, especially Bucky situation. I agree. Not everybody. A lot of people spent that into a negative angle, and I didn't see it as negative. I see it as, oh, they told me he couldn't process, he couldn't understand coverages and what we want, and then I gave him a playbook, and he understands it. That's how I took that. I didn't take that as a negative. I didn't take it as a negative at all. I didn't. They definitely got to put some respect on the Todd Father's name. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this Memorial Day stream. I got to get to it, get my ribs cooking. So shout out to each and every one of y'all. Let's see. 81% of the chat says no, the Todd Father was not trolling, and I agree with the 81% of the chat that said that. Let's shout out everybody who supported. Shout out to Laurie. Shout out to Selmo Fudd. Shout out to Selmo Fudd again. Shout out to Selmo Fudd for the 3. Shout out to Laurie and shout out to Tiger 84704. hopefully y'all enjoyed this stream. Kind of let y'all know this wasn't going to be a 3-hour, but it's still a banger. It's still a good one. If you came in late, definitely go to the beginning, catch the replay. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We're going to be back at this thing on Wednesday. It's about football, y'all. We're not going to fall for the narratives. We're going to protect our peace. Patreon, y'all will see me over there in the chat. Y'all also, I'll put a video together for y'all tomorrow. What is Beijing and hairspray? I cut my hair in the bathroom because if I mess up, it don't cost me nothing. It is a hairspray. It's like, it's like a temporary dye. Think about it like a temporary dye. Think about it like a temporary dye. It's like a temporary dye, Jimi Hendrix. Think about it that way. The college football is different from the NFL ball. Some guys have to get used to it. Also, Shedeur throws better in high-stakes play, in my opinion, so there is no real concern. That's a fact. No real concern. Thank you to each and every one of y'all. Enjoy y'all Memorial Day, y'all third day of the weekend. We back to it tomorrow. Shout out to the Cavs. Cavs, pull something out for me, please, tonight. Thank you to everybody for their service and protecting our rights, our freedoms, and our liberties. We appreciate each and every one of our military, family, active vets. We appreciate each and every one of y'all. I will see y'all Wednesday. Peace, everybody.
Look at what I did.